morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Morning, Jamie. How are you? How are we doing? Did everyone have a good weekend? We are continuing on with the duck. And we're working on this beak this morning. Morning, Moose. How are you? Morning, Faisal. Is it good to be home? Yeah, had a good weekend. Got some good writing sessions in. Got to game for a bit. Well, I can't go back to the cat now though, Faisal. You know, it's kind of like, don't. But, yes. You're doing good in general, very tired though, having problems falling asleep. But you'll try again very soon. Okay. I'm afraid I'm one of those annoying people who, as soon as their head touches the pillow, I'm pretty much gone within about 1 or 2 minutes. It doesn't take me long to fall asleep. Though, having said that, Saturday night I was awake for quite a while, and that's the first time that's happened to me in months. Oh, while I think about it, chat, this Thursday there will not be a stream. This Thursday, Nick and I have a prior appointment, and we need to be gone all day, so I won't have time to do a stream in the morning of Thursday. I'm usually a head on pillow, fall asleep kind of guy as well, but sometimes the mind just goes bonkers and keeps me awake. Yeah, it does have the propensity to do that sometimes, and it's really annoying. Rise up. No, you know how it was Nick's mum's 80th birthday recently, back in September. Well, we were sort of like struggling what to get her for a present, and she said, "Oh, do you know what would be really nice if you took me out for a day's shopping and just come out with me and we'll sort of spend the day together and stuff like that." And I was like, "Yeah, great, if that's what you want to do, then that's what we'll do." And it was like, name a day. So this Thursday we've got to go out, but because it takes us an hour and a half to drive to her, you know, if I did the stream, I wouldn't finish until 10:30. Then it'd be an hour and a half to drive to it, which is midday, and half the day is gone. So I'm going to have to sacrifice the stream on Thursday just so that we can leave a little bit earlier to get to my mother-in-law's and take her out shopping. Right, now, is this going to need a brown or a green to darken it? Put green on yellow. Put brown on yellow. You shall see. A driving stream. Not sure how interesting that would be. Oh, I forgot to say I'm using the green gold at the moment, just to sort of darken this yellow so it's less buttercup yellow, less daffodil yellow, more of a sort of dirty yellow, because we're going to have to get some green and brown sort of shading in here. Right, okay. Morning, Hayley. How are you? Right, okay, so let me just move that out of the way. What would be the best green for this? Let me just see whether this earth green. I think it needs to be stronger. I will try the juniper green. It's a little bit better. It's really weird when I look up to see what it looks like on the camera. I have to remember I've changed my layout on my desk, so my screen isn't directly right in front of me anymore, it's off to the right. And it's really weird having to look off in the wrong direction. We managed to get, Nick managed, not we managed, but Nick managed to get the painting done in the downstairs bathroom. So I really wasn't sure about the colour. Even though we'd used the tester pots and we tried it out on a small space and it looked great. And it was like a blue. I can't remember what the name of the blue was. And it was like, oh, this is quite nice. And then when he actually started painting it in an area that wasn't, because where we'd done the tester pot, we'd done it in a shadowed area where people couldn't see that we were putting tester pots on the wall. And he started painting at the weekend, and he put it in a place where there was more sunshine, shall we say, and it looked completely different. And while it was wet, it was like, oh god, I really don't like this colour at all. And yet we'd bought this massive paint pot, and paint isn't cheap. And I was like, well, we've bought it, you know, we can't take it back. We've already opened it and started using it and everything. And I was like, let's see what it looks like when it dries. It might be better when it's dried. And when it dried, I still wasn't sure. And I was like, God, I don't know. Do we carry on? But you can't sort of leave a room half painted. It looks horrendous. So I said to Nick, I said, well, carry on and we'll see what happens. But actually, now that the room's been done and we can see the whole thing in its entirety and it's dried properly, it looks really nice. I don't know why I was so worried, because it just looked weird. Right, I think I'm going to fill in the rest of this beak in this green gold, because I just think that it's going to work better when I put in the other bits of shading. Right, what colour did we do? It was kind of like, it's almost like a bluey green colour. There's green notes to it, shall we say? Green notes. Oh, it sounds like I'm tasting wine. I can't remember what it's called. But we've got lots of blue accessories in the bathroom, and I just thought, well, I'm going to play off that colour. So we went for a sort of bluey green, that's all I can say. It's quite muted. It's not a strong colour, I don't know. Is it strong? I don't know. But now it means that the previous curtains that were up in the downstairs bathroom will not match the blue walls. So I'm going to have to order some fabric and make up some new curtains. Because I made the last lot of curtains for the bathroom, so I will just use the same pattern. And they're quite easy to knock up. It's do more hemming than anything else, because it's literally rectangles of fabric. It's really easy. I'm going to try sleep one more time. Have a great sleep. Yeah, have a great sleep, Moose. Right, so down here we have the green as well. Now I need, actually if I leave those colours out, and then I've got them, haven't I think I need a sort of like a reddy brown sort of colour, but it's going to go on yellow, so it needs to be, I'm going to try this burnt ochre. See if this helps. Actually, that's not too bad. When I went out at the weekend, I went to, I popped into Hobbycraft and just to see if they'd got any new stock in. Surprise, surprise, they did not. Unless you count Halloween stuff. And as I was walking out of the shop, as I was going to exit, to the left of the doors was this big wire crate box filled with cuddly toys. Lots and lots of different cuddly toys. And as I was walking towards the door, there were these 3 lads outside, really young lads, I would say 11 or 12 years of age. And as I was walking to the door, they walked past, put their hands in, because this wire crate was right next to the doors, put their hands in, grabbed a load of cuddly toys and ran off, yelling and whooping. And they must have got like 3 or 4 cuddly toys each. And I literally, I just stood there with like my mouth open, like, what? What have I just witnessed? And I turned around looking for the security guard. Of course, the security guard was not there. And I was like, do I say something? Do I go and report this? What do I do? Because these kids were long gone, and no one else seemed to have noticed anything. And I just thought, well, what can they do? These kids have gone. And so I just went up to a member of staff that was doing like some shelving and just said, just a little FYI, I think maybe you ought to move that crate of cuddly toys right by your front door because of what I just witnessed. And they were like, oh, right, oh, okay, really, oh, okay, well, thank you for your feedback, sort of thing. And that was it. Don't know whether they've moved it. And like, these kids were just so cheeky. I was like, it was broad daylight, there was loads of people, and they were just like, don't give a crap. Stitch. No, honest citizen. It's a difference, Jamie. Going back to the juniper green. Back to the burnt ochre. think I just need something a little bit darker, so I'm going to go for the nugget. But it just sort of leaves you a little bit sort of gobsmacked at just the blatant, you know, they didn't care who saw. And when I got back and I sort of told Nick about it, it was like, yeah, he says, don't intervene. He says, you just don't know. He says they could have, you know, they could have been carrying something for all you know. They may have looked like 11-year-olds, but you just don't know. I guess he's got a point. Right, let's go over this green gold again, over all this colour. You don't think anyone carrying will be stealing cuddly toys? You don't know, they might want something for like their younger sister or... It was also, I think, I don't know if it was like done for a dare or something, because the kid's stealing it. I don't want to stereotype or anything like that. This is going to sound like I am. They didn't look like what I'd expect kids who do this on the regular to look like. That sounds so wrong, I know, but this kid that I particularly noticed took 3 or 4 of these things. He looked like he would be, if you pictured him in a school of children and you were asked to describe what the school SWAT looked like, this kid would fit the description, right? What's that meant to mean? I don't know. He was just, I don't know. He was little, he was really skinny, his trousers were way too short for him and sort of flapping above his ankles. And I was like, well, you know, maybe they haven't got much money, or I was trying to make all these excuses for him afterwards. Maybe they haven't got any much money, and he wants to get someone a present, and it's the only way he can think of to get a present. He doesn't want to let his little sibling down, and but then I was like, well, you know, a lot of people don't have money. It doesn't mean they go out and thieve. So I don't know. I mean, we didn't have any money when I was growing up. We didn't go out and steal. Faisal's last act in the UK. Yeah. The storm becomes the night. I don't know, it's just a weird one. I wanna let it go. I mean, kids dare each other to do things, don't they, when they're out and about with their mates? Oh, date's going to do blah blah blah. I bet you guys have got some stories of stuff that you were dared to do. Right, I'm just going to blend this in. Let's be honest, we've all nicked something. God. I remember taking something accidentally, and I genuinely mean accidentally took a packet of Hubba Bubba once. I don't even know how old I was, but a kid certainly. And I think I'd been sent to the shop by my mum to get a loaf of bread. And she was like, "Oh, you can keep the change." And I think she only sent me up to the shops for like £1 or something. So this goes to show how long ago it was, because the bread weren't that expensive. And I knew I'd be able to afford a packet of Hubba Bubba with this particular loaf of bread that we had. And I can remember picking up the Hubba Bubba from the confectionery, because I was like, I'm getting that first, sort of thing. And I picked up, I think it was a cola, like a cola flavour packet of Hubba Bubba, and held it in my hand. And then I went and picked up the loaf of bread and put it on top of the Hubba Bubba, and was sort of walking to the till with both items just being held in one hand. And standing there waiting in the queue, because obviously there was no self-serve queues or anything like that. You just sort of standing there waiting for the person on the till to do their job. And by the time I got to the front, I just sort of showed this loaf of bread to the girl, and she tapped it in and asked for the price, and I paid her and got given the change, and was literally halfway down my street before I suddenly remembered I'd got a packet of Hubba Bubba there as well, and she'd not charged me for it. I do literally remember the moment where I sort of froze and thought, oh God, do I go back? Do I go back and tell her so she charges me for the Hubba Bubba? And I didn't, because I was like, I think I was afraid. I was such a goody two shoes, and I was afraid that if I went back and said, oh, you've not charged me for this Hubba Bubba, that they might think that I was lying anyway and I'd stolen it, and then I'd be done for stealing. And I was so scared of that, and I thought, well, clearly they don't know that I've taken it, so I'm just going to have to let this one go. And I felt so bad. Oh, I'm back using the nugget, by the way. I really was trying to remember when to say what I'm using. You don't think you can watch this stream anymore? I'm a bad influence. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Beg for the court's forgiveness, my lord. Right, I need a darker brown, so let's go with the burnt umber. I don't know, what happens to me on stream? You get me confessing to like decades old crimes. Just trying to wow, I can't speak. Blend this brown into the yellow. Right, this brown goes up over the top into the shadow here. And some of this burnt ochre just to sort of help deepen this shadow. The great Hubba Bubba heist of 98. It was earlier than 98. My God. I was a married woman by 98. I'm talking like the 1970s. Right, hang on. I need to find my scrap paper. Where's my scrap paper? Right. Let's use this side. The great Hubba Bubba heist. Oh my God. I think if we just have, I will have my hand here, and there is a this is the packet of bread. Let's have No, it wouldn't have been Hovis because my parents would not have been able to have afforded branded bread. So let's just put white sliced on it. And it would have been Co-op. I know it would have been Co-op because that was the shop. And then let's just have here like a little packet. Need fingertips. Just here. Makes me look like I've got a massive hand. Jesus. And it was 1970s. Oh dear. Jamie. There you go. Can't really see that it's Hubba Bubba under there, but that's the way it was. It was underneath this slice of bread. And I just showed her the slice of bread. So, you know. There we go. Oh my god, that's brought back some memories. Deary me. Right, I need more of this this green colour. Amazing technique. Yeah, I know. Just didn't want to draw like my whole face. It's all about introducing you all to different types of art, isn't it? The crap and the doodles. I need the dark chocolate brown because there are little bits. Little bits of dirt on these. Black to make this really black. So going back to your comment then, Jamie, you said we've all stolen something or we've all nicked something. So what have you nicked? Come on, fess up. I want to hear it now. The hearts of many. Oh, that's so true. That is so true. What can I say to that? Where's my need to get my pencil eraser. Hang on one sec. Where's it gone? There we go. Just using this to take off some of the layers. It's just a Tombow eraser, and it just helps add that little bit of implied gleam. You could use any eraser, really. Right, and I need my... Oh my god, how much stuff have I put away? This is what happens when I reorganise my desk. I put my stuff away and say, oh, I don't need that. Don't need that all the time. And then need it straight away. So just using the slice tool to get some of the more finer marks. Okay. My immune system is that shoddy that someone sneezed once next to me yesterday and I haven't stopped sneezing since. Oh, yeah. I get that. Just gonna use a little bit of a brighter yellow just to sort of try and bring up some of this yellow colour. This is just Naples yellow. Because I've used quite a lot of muddy colours and just want there to be this implication that there is some sort of shine underneath. trying not to go where I've sort of tried to lift some of the colour. Right. Okay. I know when I went out with James on Sunday that it was really, really sunny, and he just kept sneezing because we have that thing in our family whereas if you look at the sun, it just causes you to sneeze constantly. And unfortunately, both Nick and I have that. It's a genetic thing, apparently. Sun sensitivity. You know, if you can feel like you need to sneeze, but you can't quite get the sneeze to come out, all we do in our family is just look at the sun. Or look at a bright light. It can just be a bright light in the room. And just look at it. It's a light, it's a photosensitivity that some people have. And it makes you sneeze. So summer's fun. He's sneezing all the time. You what now? Yeah, it's a legit thing, Jamie. There's just a bit more of a shadow here. So let's just... I'm here to educate, here to tell you about all the weird and wonderful things. And I think I'll just go over that as well with this with the burnt ochre, just because there is a bit of a shadow here. Did you watch any more of that Uncanny, Jamie? I've not watched any more of it, I have to say. I found two other shows that I was watching Soldier on BBC iPlayer about people training to be in the infantry, and now I'm watching Commandos about people doing the same thing. It's that whole thing I've mentioned before. I like watching people undergo... This sounds really horrible. I like watching people undergo adversity. It's because I just like to see how people cope and deal. And I've been watching Celebrity SS Who Dares Wins, just to watch Matt Hancock get tortured, quite basically. Right, okay, I think we're getting there with this beak. You finished the second episode. Oh, right, okay. Was it just as same lines as the first one, or was it any better? I just felt like it was lacking something. I'm just going to go over this dark bit here with the nugget. That darkness just comes over here just a little bit. Way less believable was a poltergeist. Oh yeah, I remember them saying that was a poltergeist. Yeah. I don't know. I think there's part of me that would love to believe in the existence of ghosts and everything, but I'm just so skeptical about it all. Like, in reality, I'm like, I put my scientific hat on and I'm just like, no. It's also like, when people say things like, I mean, this might be controversial to some of you, I don't know, but some people will go about their daily lives and they'll see a little white feather on the ground and they'll go, oh, my guardian angel's watching over me. It's like, no, a bird has lost its feather. That's what that means. Birds lose their feathers. Birds have wings too. And a lot of their underfeathers are white. It doesn't mean your guardian angel is watching over you because you have this image of, a person in white robes and big white wings. That, I don't know. I'm happy if people want to believe in that and it gives them comfort, then yeah, go for it, but I don't. It's when they expect me to share in the delusion. I don't know. I mean, yes, it is sweet, Jamie. I get that. It is sweet. And like I said, if it gives people comfort, if they've lost someone near and dear, and it gives them comfort to believe that that was them visiting them or whatever, then fine. But just don't expect everyone to believe in the same stuff. I guess that's what I mean by that. Right, I just need that. Where's that other muddy? It was a real muddy green that I saw. This is the Chromium Green Opaque. Like, I remember when my mum lost her mum and dad, and pretty much straight after their passing, they died within 6 weeks of one another, and she started seeing magpies everywhere. And when she first lost her mum first, on Mother's Day of all things. And she started to see this solitary magpie everywhere, and she didn't really say anything. And then her dad passed, and then she started to see 2 magpies everywhere, and she was utterly convinced that magpies were her mum and dad visiting her, or sending signs, shall we say. And for a long time, people salute magpies, sort of. Some people think magpies are bad luck, and so they'll salute a magpie to take away the bad luck and things. And I can remember as a child having to salute magpies all the time. And nowadays, I wouldn't dream of saluting a magpie, but whatever. I guess whatever brings people comfort, just don't expect me to believe it. You believe in ghosts, but not about the feathers being angels. No, I don't salute magpies, Jamie. I most certainly do not. But you know what? I have an open mind. I do have an open mind, and I will go with the science above everything else. But if you can prove to me, I am willing, quite happily willing, to change my mind and say I'm wrong if people have proof. I think the whole thing about believing in science is that, there's lots of things that we don't know about the world, and I think science is about willing to be able to say that you're wrong. You test a hypothesis, don't you? You test a hypothesis, and you may get proven wrong, you may get proven right. You may get left with results that say, I don't know. I am happy to be proved wrong. It doesn't seem very open. Which bit? Science or... I think it does. Right, okay. I think we're getting there with this beak. It just feels like there's a bit of a line there. My mind is open, Jamie. I am very happy, as I said, to be... I have a stance at the moment. I think everyone has a stance on something. Like, you don't like Siamese cats, and you think that they're ugly. But, one day you might see one that's absolutely beautiful, and you'll be able to say, do you know what? My mind is open to considering them to be half decent looking cats, or even pretty. So your mind is closed. There we go. Your mind is closed on that one then. I need the dark green. Dark green, dark green, dark green. They don't exist. Oh, what have you deleted now, Jamie? Right, okay, I've just seen what you deleted. Right. Right. A hate comment. It's hardly a hate comment. Oh dear. Right. Let me just... There's a real shine here. Okay, right. Just keeping chat non-toxic as your job requires. Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you do a very good job. The day I will stop watching will be the day you add duck emote. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think the next set of emotes that I will be adding are going to be obviously some Christmas ones. I don't think there'll be many duck ones, but we shall see. We shall see. Got to remember, Ducky is my name on Steam, Valorant, whatever. Ducky. Right. Okay. So anyway, that is where I am going to leave it today. I think, am I happy with the bill? I don't know. I might add some more to that beak. I think tomorrow I might start up here with these rather dark feathers and the purple, and just see what it looks like once it's got the dark feathers on it, because it might need me to come back to it. I don't know, because it's just sort of sitting there hovering in the middle of the page. It's not connected to anything. It might look better when it's connected, but time to unfriend me in Valor, I guess. Just don't look at my name, Faisal. So, but I'm not actually, I didn't pick Ducky because I was a big fan of ducks. It was because there was two reasons. The first one was that where I come from in Nottingham, when you speak to people, you call them duck. You say, "All right, me duck," and sometimes, my dad would say ducky. But in NCIS, which I used to love, my favourite character was Dr. Mallard, the pathologist, coroner, whatever you want to call him. And thanks for the follow, whoever that was. It's not told me. Hang on, I'll have to find out who that was. And let's go to Twitch. And Dr. Mallard's nickname was Ducky, and that is why I picked the name Ducky, because I like Dr. Mallard. So it was Ameski, thanks for the follow. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. AM3ZKY. But thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I'm just about to end today's stream, actually. There we go. You forgot the third reason. So others can kill a duck in fire. Well, yeah, if they feel like it, but they can't see my name, so I hide my name, so they don't really know. They just think they're killing Cypher or Viper or Omen or whoever I play. So yeah, so welcome Ameski, And I am actually finishing for today. I will be back tomorrow at 9:30 where we'll start on the rest of the duck. And just a reminder, I will not be here Thursday morning, but every other day we'll be here as normal. So anyway, thanks for joining me. So I need to play 1v1 against you guys. Yeah, one day, Visor, you'll probably wipe the floor with me if we did that. For sure. But now you're back. You're back at you're back home. You've got your own PC again, so I'll be able to add you to the team next time we're on, if you're around. So okay, so that's it. So have a wonderful rest of the day, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Appreciate it as always. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye.